Welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. Be prepared for a big change. Now, this change is going to kind of happen in two stages. After plenty of warm sunshine for most of us over the past few days, temperatures will be dropping back closer to average. But I must stress, for many, the looming Easter weekends will bring plenty of fine weather, but temperatures will be back much closer to average. It's during the second half of the long weekend that things really start to change quite dramatically as we see another drop in temperatures. And by early next week, it will be much colder than usual and also turning quite a bit wetter as well. For the time being, though, the weather is generally set fair. Certainly across England and Wales, we've seen plenty of sunshine, but this cold front is moving in and removing those 20-degree pluses that we've seen through Tuesday and Wednesday. At least for most of us, as that cooler air sinks its way southwards. It doesn't quite reach the far southwest, so still some pretty warm conditions here on Thursday, but a big drop for places like Hull, down through Lincolnshire and into East Anglia, where temperatures will be at least 10 degrees lower through Thursday. That weather front, though, is really just bringing a bit of cloud. No real rain around, so most places will be dry and fine through Thursday, and will stay that way thanks to this large area of high pressure, which dominates through Good Friday and Saturday too. The high, though, is sitting to the northeast, and with the winds toppling around it like that, that's going to bring cooler conditions, again, especially to those easternmost areas that have seen the highest temperatures this week. But the high pressure will also bring a lot of dry and fine weather through Good Friday and Saturday. Many places won't see any rain at all. There'll be more cloud around, perhaps, than we've had of late, but still sunny spells, especially in the west. Gardeners take note. However, there will be the potential for frosty mornings. It will be cooler, but it has been exceptionally warm. So temperatures will just be back closer to average, and it will feel pleasant if you get some sunny spells. Most notably, it will be colder on that east coast, as I mentioned. However, a bigger change happens through Easter Day itself and into Monday. This cold front follow the isobars pointing all the way up to the Arctic. Very cold air is on its way. Bitterly cold winds accompanying all behind this cold front as it swings its way southwards during the second half of Sunday, and it's right across the country by Monday. Look at those blues just flooding down, much colder air in place as we go into Bank Holiday Monday, and feeling even colder because of those winds. Now, I wouldn't normally show charts for individual days and the 10-day trends, but because of the confidence, because it is Easter Day, I thought I'd show this chart because just to emphasise, again, for most of England and Wales, Sunday is still a fine day, but there's that weather front bringing the cloud and a band of rain that will swing through. It will be rain at this stage, but also starting to introduce that colder air. Further south with some sunny spells, again, temperatures could easily climb into the teens. However, Monday is a different ball game for all of us. By then, that front has swung its way southwards across all of England and Wales, so we're all in the colder air, and yes, there will be wintry showers. We'll see showers with this northerly flow, mostly around north-facing coasts, down the North Sea coast as well, but also potentially around some western coasts. We could get a Pembrokeshire dangler. Google that. It's a convergence line that brings showers to Pembrokeshire, possibly Devon and Cornwall as well. And a lot of these showers will have sleet, snow mixed in, even down to lower levels. Now, we've got to the time of year where road surfaces have warmed up quite a bit. So we're not expecting the snow to stick, certainly not at low levels, but on the hills across parts of northern Britain, there will be some on vegetation. That snow is likely to potentially cause a few issues. And these are the temperatures for Monday. 7 to 9 degrees Celsius. We might squeak double figures with a bit of sunshine here and there. These temperatures more typical, more close to the average for January. And don't forget to add on the wind. It will feel even colder. So look at Hull, for example, again, over 20 degrees earlier in the week. By Monday, we're looking at a feels-like temperature of just 2 Celsius and feeling sub-zero across northern parts of Scotland. So a big shock to the system. Sunny spells and wintry showers during Monday. So many places will be dry, but everywhere it will feel cold. Now, for most of us, that just means we need to dig the big coat out again. But of course, that big change, that big shift to colder conditions will have some impacts on certain industries, particularly farming, especially as we're in the middle of the lambing season. But also gardeners, as I said earlier, take note. It is going to be turning an awful lot colder. Just prepare yourselves for that, and maybe take precautions, protect your delicate plants if you can, and don't be thinking of planting too many through this long weekend because of the cold spell on its way early next week. Beyond that, well, there's not a lot to say, except we're not expecting too many changes. Here's the bigger picture for Good Friday. The jet stream is well to the north, so we're on the warmer side of the jet. But behind me, the jet is really starting to invigorate across the eastern side of Canada. And as it does so, it pushes northwards and then drives its way southwards. And we are then stuck in this trough. And it's in here that low pressure systems are likely to generate. And that's the setup it looks like for much of next week. Low pressure and cold air will be the dominant features. This is the pressure, the probabilistic pressure trends as we go through next week with the dates along the bottom. Red is high pressure, blue is low pressure. So yes, high pressure dominating through the first half of the Easter weekend, but look at that. Low pressure set to take control really from Sunday onwards. 70–80% likelihood that low pressure will dominate throughout next week. And this next chart shows the wind direction, or the tendency of where our flow will come from. Blue being northerly and red being southerly. A lot of blue on that chart. Again, from Sunday onwards, going back in time here through previous computer model runs, again, a pretty solid signal that northerly winds will dominate throughout next week. So yes, expect cold, and with low pressure nearby, that means unsettled weather. So spells of wet weather, cold enough for further wintry problems as well. Rain, sleet, snow, with low pressure generating close to the UK. Can't really give details of when and how much we'll see at this stage, but stay tuned to the forecast. Snow isn't expected, as I say, to build up on roads or anything at this stage, but frost and ice will be an issue, and there will be snow lying on the hills across northern Britain. If it makes you feel any better, I'm on leave next week. Make sure you keep up to date with the very latest over the next few days. Some dramatic weather on the way. The best way to do that, of course, is to follow us on social media.